Alright, welcome back to tonight's Sad Reality. Another 8-hour shift down, and three more shifts to go. It feels like it's gonna be forever. But yeah, so tonight I've got a really kind of an interesting story. It's really more of a kind of just a testament to the people that I respect, honestly, because there's so much that goes on in the world that I feel like I don't really appreciate as much as I could. But I just want to talk for a second about my boss, because like I think it's really interesting. Just how much work, I think of myself and I'm like, okay, look, I put in a lot of work to stuff, but like my boss puts in like way more work than I probably even think possible. Um, he was there today from 6 in the morning until after I left. I got there from 12 to 8, so I had an 8-hour shift. He'd been there for 14 hours by the time I left, and he was still in bikes, and the store still had another hour left. Like, I have no idea how he does that. But to the point of that, I'm just like, I could never be a store manager. If that's what it takes to be a store manager, I would not be able to do that. And I think about that when I'm like, okay, what would I be willing to do for the things that I enjoy? Like just how far would I be willing to go? And that's kind of the point of today's video. What are the upper limits? What are the upper echelons of what we're able to do as people? What we even want to do? What we aspire to? Um, And I think I mentioned this in another video, probably 1 or 2 videos ago, but one of my coworkers said that she wasn't really considering any other jobs, even though she's plenty talented for many jobs, just because, well, where she is, she's comfortable right now, and it's kind of the fear of moving away from things. But if you knew without a sliver of a doubt that you could do just about anything in the world, which I truly believe anyone could do, it's just not everyone aspires to that, then people would go for it. But obviously there's a gamble, and you can't go for things unless you try. Like I said, last night's, was that? Yeah, it was last night's. I don't know. I'm like losing it slowly. I had a customer. I think this was either yesterday or today. It's so long that it honestly could have been either. Where they were like, "Oh hey, can you hold on to this for me?" And I'll be right back, I'm gonna grab something else. And I genuinely don't remember them ever telling me to hold on to the thing. Like, in all honesty, and she's like, wait, you were literally the one that helped me like 10 minutes ago. And I'm like, did I? Like, seriously? Like, my face turned like bright red. I'm like, I don't remember this. I'm going crazy. Like, I had a 9.5-hour shift the day before, and then today I had an 8-hour shift, and I'm like, man, that's crazy that I don't remember that. I don't know. I feel like it's like, there's just got to be something about the way we remember or perceive things, because I swear it did not happen. Oh, am I gonna look out here? Probably not. Second wind. Second wind, please. Yes, thank you. And you see, because it's on Steam, you don't have to watch ads. So I used to play this game a ton, and I felt like I kind of hit my limit with it, because like it just got so grindy towards the end of it, where I was just like, you know what, I'm not really having fun with it. This is definitely one of my auto games of all time, though, because I played this a lot. I probably can't even tell you how many hours I put into it, and obviously you probably can tell if you know a little bit about this game, the fact that I have 1,004 silver boxes left. That's way more than most people will allow to accumulate, so I spent a lot of time just logging into this, doing the dailies, all that. So I guess that kind of brings up the question, right? So take an idle game. If it takes exponentially more work to get like more combos, more things stacking, more multipliers, to get even further, how far are you willing to go? I mean, like, speedrunning Cookie Clicker, for example, like, 100%ing that's just, like, never really gonna happen. For most sane people, I should say. I mean, unless you use, like, a little bit of game file manipulation or something, I don't know what's allowed and what's not allowed for that, but, like, save quitting and regenerating stuff, mods that display the outcomes of stuff before it happens. But anyways, it's just, like, not something that I'd really want to do, and I have like, what, 5 achievements left in that game, but I haven't really picked it up again because it's just, to me, not really worth doing, putting another 20 hours in to finish it. Might happen eventually, just not today. But like, being a store manager, doing anything in like real life like that, where I'm just like, this takes so much effort, I literally could never see myself doing. That's also really sad to me at the same time, because I'm like, man, I'm a loser, I'm probably never gonna do anything that worthwhile. Like, if I can't put 14 hours into this job, can I put 14 hours into YouTube? I mean, I think I did like an 11-hour stream one time. That was the only stream I've ever actually kind of hosted. It wasn't actually running on my computer, but I was the one putting everything together. We streamed the entirety of Chapter 3 and 4 Delta in the day it came out. I had it all hyped up, and then it was kind of like during school for a lot of people, and I was just like, oh well. Even though it was a little bit higher quality than pretty much everyone else who was streaming Deltarune, in my opinion, because we had like voice actors, day of, all that. It didn't really happen as much, and I'm just like, you know, would I do something like that again? Setting all that up, sitting there for 11 hours? Probably. But I don't know if I could sit there and work on bikes for 14 hours straight in a store and unload an entire semi-truck basically by myself, all that. That's why I've got a ton of respect for people like my boss. But I feel like a lot of people don't really have. They don't have a boss that like puts in tons of work or whatever, or people are like, man, I do so much more work than everyone else in my store. And I feel that way about like 90% of my coworkers, don't worry, even though I think it's also probably a bit of a vice on my end, thinking that I actually mean anything to anyone. I mean, I could... It's like caught in a limbo between either super self-deprecating or super overinflating your own ego. It's hard to actually... Like, humility doesn't mean putting yourself down, it just means having an accurate valuation of the self. So... Which is very hard to do, especially when you are someone of value, or you are someone that's important, or say you aren't important, say you're kind of a nobody. Well, how do you interpret that? Are you really a nobody? I mean, if you're humble, if you've got some level of wisdom, does that make you nobody, or does that make you someone just because you possess that? Like, that's a whole other question by itself, almost. I don't know, it's just kind of one of those things too, like working for that long, your brain kind of goes in loops like that. I mean, we haven't had music in the store just because, in my opinion, laziness, because we could have probably fixed this, like, months ago, but it's been like 3 months where we just haven't had music. I mean, probably gonna keep going on until someone eventually is like, okay, I'm fixing this today. And, everyone's just kind of losing it. I mean, I've heard people singing to themselves just because we need something to do, something to listen to, something that's not just sitting here with our own thoughts, because I'm sure you know how dangerous that can be late at night, much like these videos or anything else. But yeah, so how much further would you be willing to go to get 8 million combos in this game or any other game to make stuff happen? I mean, is life a game of luck, game of chance? Is it a game of calculations and physics, probability? Does God play dice, as Einstein said, or does it play dice, whatever? They're all good questions, and I'm not here to exactly provide the answers, just more just like, hey, here's my speculation from the perspective of a pretty immature 21-year-old. So, all that said, I think it's actually... I've been happier with some of these videos, kind of reflective, had things to say, and I feel like I kind of feed off of the negative things in life, hence this channel kind of uninventing itself, because it makes these a lot cooler, the commentary, the dialogue, whatever. So I hope this has been worth something to the nobody that's watching these videos. Thank you so much for watching, and have a fantastic rest of your night.